We are the biggest electrical subcontractor based out of the state of Arizona. Cannon and Wendt's mission is to serve our clients while giving back to the communities that have supported us since 1945. As 100% employee owners, we are a collaborative team dedicated to providing premier craftsmanship, safety, and quality. It is our goal to provide the quality electrical construction that exceeds all requirements of our customers' projects while providing the highest level of quality and safety. Over the last 80 years, we have seen many changes associated with the growth of our company, but one thing remains the same: our dedication to our company, clients, and community. Cannon and Wendt's founder, Al Wendt, sought to take care of his people well after he was gone, so he decided to establish an ESOP, or Employee Stock Ownership Program, back in 2006. What exactly is an ESOP? The Employee Stock Ownership Program enables employees to become partial owners to their company by accruing company stock. ESOPs are often used for employee benefit plans, like ours, which is intended as a retirement plan. Al Wendt created our ESOP as a succession plan to ensure that the business was left in the hands of the Cannon and Wendt employees who are most invested in it. Requirements were established for employees to become fully vested. While your time working for Cannon and Wendt immediately counts toward accruing shares and growing your ESOP account, these shares only become available to you after you've met the requirements for vesting. Essentially, employees need to have 3 eligible years under their belt before the shares in their account becomes vested for them. The program has stipulations. In order for an employee to enter the program, you must reach 1,000 hours before the first day of the fourth quarter. For example, if an employee is hired before April, it is likely that they will reach 1,000 hours their first year prior to the fourth quarter, and that year will count toward them becoming fully vested. Those that are hired after April will reach the 1,000-hour requirement after the fourth quarter begins, so they would enter the program in the first quarter of the following year. After you are entered into the program, you will need an additional 2 years with 1,000 hours and be employed through December 31st. And then the employee will become fully vested in our ESOP program. While your vesting timeline can be tricky to understand, rest assured that no matter when you were hired, your time spent working and the salary earned will contribute to your ESOP account beginning on your first day of the quarter after you have achieved 1,000 hours with the company. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any one of our officers who will be happy to help you better understand how the ESOP works. Now that we have a better understanding of becoming vested in the Cannon and Wendt ESOP, how do our shares grow? The number of shares you receive is based on several factors, and the most important one is the profitability of the company. The more profitable we are, the higher our stock price will go. This is where you can control the value of our stock. If we are very efficient and productive, we will be more profitable, and your hard work is what controls that. Your annual income is tied to the number of shares you receive, and all employees' contributions are the same equitable amount contributed to their retirement accounts. The company's ESOP value has exponentially grown from 2006 to today. Let's take a look at how the value of the ESOP and the S&P 500 have changed since 2006. As you can see, our ESOP is better than any other program one could invest in. Year after year, our value grows and will continue to grow as a result of all your hard work. As one of the first in our industry to introduce an all-inclusive ESOP program, Cannon and Wendt is proud to offer it to all our employees, both admin and field, who are fully vested in as little as 3 years. While our vesting requirements are lower than the ESOP industry average of 5 years, and this includes all Cannon and Wendt employees that draw a paycheck, it is really intended as a retirement plan that will exponentially increase over the years and become available to you at retirement. Here we talk to Greg Browning and Steve Parker about their ESOP payout experience and what it meant to their retirement.
My name is Greg Browning. I was a project manager with Cannon and Wendt Electric from 2001 through 2020. Very few people will ever be able to fund their own retirements. 401ks will only go so far. And that's why I've always encouraged any young person I've ever met to seek out an ESOP plan. It's been wonderful for me, and I'll actually have something left for my children and my grandchildren. and I don't think you can do any better than that. The ESOP was a game changer in my retirement plan. It provided financial security, emotional stability, not having to worry about how bills were going to be paid or whether or not there would be enough money there at the end of the day. The ESOP program began in 2006. At that time, our stock was offered at $4.80 a share. When I retired, it was $60.25 a share. The reason I think the stock grew as it did over the course of, that would be 15 years, I think that people had an ownership or felt an ownership in the company at that point. Mr. Wendt always shared his profits and his money with his employees in different ways. But by setting up the ESOP, that gave the employees a bit of control over their future and development for their retirement. 10, 20, 30 years are going to go by, and you're either going to be prepared for retirement or you're not. The ESOP enabled that for me particularly, as well as other people who have already retired from the company. And I would encourage anyone to actively look into that. In fact, every young person that I talk to who is in the trade of some sort, I always encourage them to look for a company and ask if they are in fact an ESOP organization.
Hi, my name is Steve Parker. I spent just under 23 years working for Cannon and Wendt. When I first started, it was the sole owner, Albert Wendt, who helped create a family atmosphere that we all grew to love. He eventually sold the company in the mid-2000s to the employees and created the ESOP. That first year, those shares weren't very much. I'm wanting to say they were around $4.50 a share. And I think that all of us as employees, we saw what this was doing to our future. We worked harder. We saw where it was going. Management stepped up and they made it so it was easier for us to do our jobs. When I left 3 years ago at the end of 21, I believe they were just over $70 a share. They exploded. I drove here from Prescott every day. I put 1.1 million miles on my car. My plan was to retire at 65, which would have been at the end of this year. But with the help of the ESOP, my wife looked at it and said, you know what? I think you need to go at 62. So I ended up retiring at 61, which without the ESOP, we would have never been able to do it. If you're here and you're working here, just remember, everything you do will help your future.
Now that we understand the value of our ESOP a little better, what does the payout look like? Payout for Cannon and Wendt employees either retiring or leaving the company after being fully vested looks a little different depending on the employee's age and the state of the company. The value of your account is locked in from the day you leave the program and will be unaffected by the change in value within the time it takes for the past employee to receive their value. For those retiring from Cannon and Wendt after the age of 65, you will receive the value of your ESOP account the quickest. In this scenario, the value of your account will typically be paid out at the end of the following year. Those under the age of 65 will typically see their payout somewhere around 2 years after leaving the company. These are the two most common scenarios when it comes to our ESOP payout, but there are some uncommon ways to diversify or prepare for retirement. After the age of 55 and being fully vested for 10 years, employees may elect to diversify their ESOP shares up to 25% for the first year and transfer the cash to a 401k plan. For each of the following 4 years, you will be permitted to have up to 25% of additional employer stock transferred to your 401k account. In the sixth and final diversification year, employees may elect to transfer 50% of the total value remaining. While this is an option offered to all fully vested employees who meet the requirements, it is very uncommon given the history of our ESOP value's exponential growth rate. It is also important to note that Cannon and Wendt does not match any 401k. As employee owners, we're here to help support each other in the growth and development of the company alongside the betterment of our own personal careers in retirement. So, what does it truly mean to be an employee owner contributing here at Cannon and Wendt? In 2019, Our president, Shane Snyder, helped develop the 3 C's of Canon and Wendt, which stand for company, client, and community. This idea was set as a reminder to all employee owners that Canon and Wendt's mission is to serve us, our new and longstanding clients, and to give back to the community that has supported us for the last 8 decades. Our founder, Al Wendt, believed in the importance of building up the people rather than a focus on the company, because the people are what really drive the company's success. Here at Canon and Wendt, we maintain our focus on continuous learning at our training academy, satisfying the needs of all our customers' projects while growing and improving the process to better serve our partners. Our skilled team is able to do this by prioritizing safety and teamwork that continues to uphold our great reputation and the standards established back in 1945. As an employee owner, your hard work is directly responsible for the growth of our ESOP. While the work we put in today sets us up for a comfortable retirement, thanks to the ESOP program, Canon and Wendt offers many other employee benefits that can be seen as soon as your first day on the job. Healthcare premiums are paid for by the company as a partner of the Arizona chapter of NECA and the IBEW Local 640 Health and Welfare Trust. This is a benefit that is also offered to all our employees, field and admin staff alike. Here at Canon and Wendt, preserving our company culture has remained a priority, allowing us to get to know and support each owner as the individuals they are. Events like our annual holiday party, Topgolf events, and ESOP tent event help us to come together outside of the work environment and celebrate the successes we've had as a company throughout the year. Even in facing our biggest years yet, through the growth and expansion of our company in Tucson and northern Arizona, Canon and Wendt continues these events and expands to reach all our employees across the state. Here at Canon and Wendt, it is our goal to provide our clients with the quality electrical construction that exceeds the requirements of our customers' projects while providing the highest level of quality and safety. We maintain our quality services by building lasting partnerships with our clients and ensuring the proper hiring and training of all our employee owners. All field supervision is CPR and OSHA certified with many years of experience. Our proven management team is filled with tenured Canon and Wendt employees that choose to continue to support the company as the company supports them. With our wide range of specialized knowledge and experience, Canon and Wendt continues to exceed the expectations of our clients going into 80 years of service. Just as much as quality is concerned, the company regards its safe practices as one of the focal points to its culture. It is also Canon and Wendt's mission to see that every employee owner goes back home just as safely as they arrived. The Canon and Wendt Safety Committee was founded with the purpose of ensuring the safest work environment for our team and exists with the intent to pursue better and safer ways of working going forward. Our committee includes no upper management, enabling members across the board to participate in the betterment of our workplace. Canon and Wendt is recognized across the industry for its safe practices as our EMR rates continue to go down each year. Canon and Wendt employee owners can be proud as we continue to improve, with our most recent year being a record low EMR rating of 0.57. Here we talk to Mark Barkenbush about his experience with Canon and Wendt.
Hi there, I'm Mark Barkenbush. I'm the Vice President of Facility Services for Banner Health. I've been with Banner a little over 17 years, and we've had a bunch of projects with Canon and Wendt across the valley. A couple that come to mind. Our biggest one in the valley was Banner University Medical Center Phoenix, a huge addition to the campus with the emergency room and new patient tower, and they don't get much more complex than that. And that project was extremely successful. The current project that we have you on is the Banner Thunderbird expansion, and that's got similar complexities and similar challenges, and we're looking forward to a very successful project there. Something I would deem as a successful project is one that's coordinated with the existing operations, and doing electrical work on existing operations is not easy, but you all help make it successful because you are aware that the existing operations are important, and the work is coordinated with my team and the clinical teams and done at a time when we can accommodate power interruption and take systems down and tie in new equipment or the expansion and then bring them back up. So something like that is a key of success. Another key of success is just on the job sites when trades are working safely and the job sites are clean, and we can always count on that with Cannon and Wendt. We never have any problems. I can't think of a time when my teams have complained about the crews that are out in the field, and I further see that all the time because on small scopes of work that might just be maintenance related work, their go-to firm when they think of electrical work is Cannon and Wendt. And so that's telling me that the work being done in the field is satisfactory to them, and they want to continue to use Cannon and Wendt for service work after the projects are done.
Rounding out the three C's, Cannon and Wendt takes great pride in giving back to our community. Since its creation, the Cannon and Wendt Charity Committee continues to maintain relationships with local charities like the Arizona Humane Society, Arizona Disabled Sports, American Red Cross, Friends of Foster Care, Phoenix Children's Hospital, St. Vincent de Paul, the 100 Club of Arizona, and many more. These partnerships provide many fun opportunities for employee owners through company-wide supply drives, charitable golf tournaments, and other annual events that bring us closer to our community. In recent years, Cannon and Wendt established its very own charitable event called Supporting Our Heroes Park Day, with proceeds going toward the families of fallen first responders through the help of the 100 Club. This event continues to grow and is always a great opportunity for Cannon and Wendt to give back. Last year's donation was $50,000. Much more than the financial donations, it is often the time and care required by the company's employee owners and charity committee to organize the efforts of support for those in need. Here we talk with Angela Harrell of the 100 Club of Arizona.
I'm Angela Harrell, and I'm the president and CEO for the 100 Club of Arizona, and we are truly honored to be a partner of Cannon and Wendt in their philanthropic giving here in the community. They do so much for our police officers and firefighters throughout the entire state by supporting our programs through their financial donation on an annual basis, and also even supporting some of the events throughout the year. The 100 Club of Arizona is a nonprofit organization that supports our public safety all over the state of Arizona. So in public safety, you have our officers, our firefighters, our corrections officers, and we are their backup. And we want people to know that. And we appreciate Cannon and Wendt's support because they allow us to do what we do for our officers and firefighters. And what we do is we support in the event of a line of duty death, non-line of duty death. We help to buy equipment that makes them safer. We work on supporting the back end, supporting their family through life-altering situations. And even more importantly, we help support their mental health and wellness and training initiatives so that they can be the best possible first responder. I had no idea that when I first met Wendy and Shane and the entire charity committee that this support was going to last for years, and it was just going to continue to grow to a level that we never imagined. And the support that is provided through this annual Honoring Our Heroes event really does tremendous things. Most recently, the amount of which was donated can support 3 line-of-duty death families in their darkest hours. And we can break that down to look at it in different ways too. If we look at the number of scholarships that were able to be provided, if we look at the injuries that we were able to support on a monthly basis, it's tremendous, and we can only do it with the help of such an incredible crew. It's truly an honor to be part of such an incredible organization, and just even thinking about the other individuals that are speaking on behalf of Cannon and Wendt and what they're doing today, it really demonstrates the holistic approach that they have. I think holistic, I think, not only are they doing a great service for the community, but they're giving back, and their philanthropic efforts are absolutely being recognized, not just by me, the wonderful benefit of this, but also to many community members out there through most recent awards that have been provided. I love that Cannon and Wendt is so incredibly philanthropic, and they truly are about taking care of not only their people, but taking care of their clients and what they do in the community, and then also honoring those that are at a moment's notice going to be there to respond to any kind of emergency that might come up. And that might be a personal or professional situation, and that is through our 911 system. And that support that we get as an organization through the 100 Club is tremendous. And the holistic approach that they offer in giving and supporting employees, supporting clients, and then also supporting the community is just absolutely beautiful. And I think there's a lot of organizations out there that can use this as a wonderful model.
Cannon and Wendt continues to provide its best for its employee owners, our new and long-standing clients, and the community that has supported us since 1945. We are excited about what the future holds as we grow alongside the development of each and every one of our employee owners. Together, we support our clients and community to build a better and brighter future for everyone. From our workshop to the job site, our focus remains on quality and service, but none of this is possible without you. Thank you for being a part of the Cannon and Wendt team.